Welcome back to a Golf Supply review once again. I wanted to do this one because Callaway have always been a little bit confusing to me. You might share the same confusion at home as what I do, but because of the naming of their irons, you've got Callaway Apex Pro, you've got Callaway Apex CB, and you've got Callaway Apex MB. I've always been confused between these two models, the Pro and the CB, because in most iron setups, the CB and the MB are the elite player type of irons, MB being blade, CB being cavity back. But then when you chuck the word Pro in there, it kind of, do you get what I mean? It kind of mixes up where you kind of think the iron would sit in and amongst ability level. So, in today's video, I'm going to go through the Callaway Apex Pros and the Callaway Apex CBs. MBs are blades, we're going to leave them out. We're just going to focus on these two iron sets today. Down at UK Golf Academy, as always, we're going to get some data capture on the trackman of both of these irons, talk you through the technology, the characteristics, the differences, everything you need to know so you can make an educated decision on whether you want to go for the CBs or the Pros. Let's get right into it. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We are fast approaching 10,000 subscribers. Yes, 10,000. Thank you very much for all of you at home who have already subscribed. For those who haven't, join the journey with us. CB and Pros, let's get right into it. So I won't let the suspense build for too long. I'll let you know straight away that the CBs are the more elite ball striking, tour level type of golfer. The Pros are going to play more like your hollow cavity, a little bit more help in the back, lower CG, higher MOI to help you get the ball in the air. Callaway actually say about the CBs, their new Apex CB 24 irons are for the most discerning tour pros and elite ball strikers. Does that sound like you? Be honest with yourself at home. Are you a discerning tour pro and an elite ball striker? They further go on to say this tour cavity back is designed with an all-new forged construction for a pure feel, precise shot making and workability. So the CB is aimed at the better golfers in the market. If you're going to listen to Callaway, it's aimed at the very best in the world, but I'm sure some of you at home will be able to game them. Moving on to the Apex Pros, Callaway go a little less heavy on the marketing and who they're aiming these towards. They actually say, a revolutionary multi-material forged construction paired with our patented urethane microspheres delivers unmatched feel, an all-new progressive face is designed for exceptional distance with tour level precision, and a dynamic sole design promotes improved turf interaction and better contact. The ultimate player's performance iron has officially arrived. I say this in every single review, I hate all that spill. When will that go out of the market? It's so stupid. Anyway, yeah, unless you're Bryson DeChambeau and like you're into all that. What is microspheres and dynamic sole design and multi-material forged patterned urethane microspheres? Just shut up. Yeah, come on now. Speak to your fitter and see who you're going to get fit into. But we're going to jump on the trackman. I'm going to start with the Pros. So they are the microspheres, ultimately forgiving, the best irons, forgiving irons ever made. We're going to start with them. Then we're going to move into the CBs. We're probably going to see higher ball flight, a little bit more distance out of these, a little bit more precision, shot shaping capabilities out of the CBs. Let's get straight into the numbers. Right, so trackman is set up at the 200-yard marker in the distance. I don't think it will get there. First of all, first impressions, address behind the ball. You've got a relatively chunky top line, not offensive at all. A little bit more offset than I would probably play, or which suits my eye. Sit a couple with it. I might hit the 200-yard board. For this type of iron, like a cavity back tungsten, you usually get a bit more of a clunky feel out of them, but it does feel like a nice soft forged iron, and it went dead straight on a rope, which is always a good start. Straight away, you'll be seeing it there, higher ball flight. Definitely a higher ball flight. For some people, not going to hate it at all. For some people, they need help getting it up in the air. You can tell that the weight, the tungsten weighting at the back here is doing the job that it's supposed to be doing in getting that ball launching nice and quickly. And I did hit one of them kind of like here it felt, and it's still done really well. So one more, but pretty good. Right, 5 hit there. We'll go into the numbers at the end of the video and we'll do a comparison, but first initial thoughts, like I just sort of relayed to that camera over there, feels very good off of the face, looks behind the ball, not offensive at all, just a little, if you're not someone who likes offset, if offset isn't your thing, you might think there's a little bit too much offset there at address. Top line is on the thicker side, but not offensive by any means. A general rule of thumb, that's a good looking iron, and for a player-friendly, forgiving iron, that's actually packed into quite a nice little parcel, I think, personally. Get down in the comments to let me know what you think. I think that's one of the better looking compacted irons on the market. But let's move into the CBs. Right, so straight away at address, I mean, chalk and cheese pops to mind there. That looks absolutely polar opposite to what that looks behind the golf ball. It's actually got as well, I'll try and show you up close on the camera. It actually looks like it's got a bit of a less matted finish on it as well. In the light anyway, putting it up actually up this close now, it doesn't look like there's that much of a difference in them. But addressed behind the golf ball, I mean, from the overlays there, you can see the soles of the CB compared to the Pro is almost half the size. And then the top line, the top line of the Pro almost like rolls over onto the edge of the face. Whereas on the CB, it's just a very much straighter, more refined line. Head shape is again half the size, much more suited to my eye. I'll say that, and then I won't hit it nowhere near as good, but let's clip some with this as well. I'll have it hit good. Feels a touch softer, as you would expect, than the Pro. Super soft though, a little bit more minimalistic on the back, but it still does have that sort of like tungsten insert thing at the back, which I'm not a massive fan of, but certainly at address, I mean, you can't tear that apart from if you've got a T100 in your hand, if you've got a Mizuno, if you've got any sort of good tour sort of inspired shaped iron. It does look really good behind the ball. I'm gonna hit a few more, get the data with this as well. That was a lovely strike. I know you can see that at home. It's more forward, it's more penetrating. It sort of gets to a similar peak height, but how it gets there is completely different. It doesn't go straight up, sort of progressively just climbs up the travelator to its peak height, you know? Exactly like Miley Cyrus says, yeah. It's the climb, I can almost see it. Right, for a few more. Yes. They are some of the better feeling irons I've hit, which I don't think Callaway is actually known for. They're very straight, Michael. Tech talk. Everyone's favourite part of a club review. Let's talk about the tech, shall we? So I'm going to start off with the Apex Pros. So Callaway are saying for the first time ever in an Apex iron, a hollow body construction pairs a forged face with a forged 1025 carbon steel body to deliver a premium ultra soft feel. The patented urethane microsphere also works to dampen sound and improve feel while still allowing the face to flex for high ball speeds across the face. What the fuck is that? Who do they pay to write this stuff? I'm positive it's just to confuse the consumer. It has to be. It has to. Anyway, ran it over, onto the next bit. Buckle up for this one, everyone. New progressive face design for incredible distance with added control. The Apex Pro 24 iron features a progressive face design to give players powerful long irons and more precise short irons. The long irons are designed with a more powerful forged 455 face cup to enhance distance and forgiveness. The short irons feature an ultra consistent forged 1025 face plate engineered to give you control with your scoring clubs.
Control with your scoring clubs?
What do you... The long irons have a forged 455 face cup. What the fuck is that? 455 face cup. And the short irons have a forged 1025 face plate. Honestly, it's starting to grind on me reading this stuff from this. Dynamic sole design for enhanced turf interaction. The new Apex Pro 24 irons feature a dynamic sole design with a pre-worn leading edge to cut through the turf more efficiently and trail and edge relief to ensure a clean exit. The result is an iron sole that maintains speed through the turf and promotes consistent contact on all shots. Okay, that ain't that bad. If it was down to me, right, and this is completely off topic to this is a Callaway review, so if you're still watching at this point, I appreciate it. I'm going to get to the outro and my thoughts on both of these, but if it was down to me, I would just state the facts of the golf club and the bits that we've worked on. So when I'm talking about the leading edge and stuff like that, I would say a little bit of a sharper leading edge to get in the turf, a little bit of a beveled edge to get out, because that's what us content creators are doing. We're just trying to simplify it and read between the lines, because that's what the people want to hear. We're trying to decipher what these marketing people in their boardroom have actually written down to describe these golf clubs. And we're trying to, non-golfers, and we're trying to put that into layman's terms for you at home to what the fuck is actually happening in these clubs as golfers. Yeah. So the real golfers are trying to decipher what the non-golfers are saying about the golf clubs that they're trying to sell to the real golfers. Okay, so let's start with Apex Pros. So all we're going to look at here is ball speed, spin rate, carry distance and total distance. Starting off with ball speed, an average of 129 miles an hour on the Apex Pros. Spin rate at around about 7,550. Carry distance, 176 with a total of 180 yards. Now, all of those numbers have come up on the screen for you, and I'm going to keep them up to compare them to the CBs, because I thought we were going to see a big difference in numbers, and it turns out we've seen absolutely no difference in numbers. So as a comparison, 129.4 ball speed with the pros, 130.2 ball speed with the CBs. If we go into spin rate, 7,550 on average with the pros, 7,745 average with the CBs. 2,200 revs per minute is negligible. It means absolutely nothing. Going into carry distance, it was 175.9 with the pros, and it is 176 with the CBs. 0.1 of a yard difference. And then that translates as well into total carry. On the pros, it was 180.4, and on the CBs, it is 179.9. 0.5 of a yard's difference in carry. The dispersion chart actually showed us that the pros were ever so slightly a little bit more accurate, with an average miss of about 16 to 18 foot to the right, with the CBs at about 24 to 25 feet to the right. So again, 7 to 8 feet difference in. So we actually couldn't split them. You are getting more forgiveness in these, I would 100% say. The address behind the golf ball. The feel you're getting is the same. I think the feel off of the Apex Pros and the Apex CBs, I couldn't notice the difference in between the both of them. I've got the same shaft in these. You are getting a little bit more help, clearly, with the head size being a bit bigger in the pros than you are the CBs. You are getting a much more refined shape behind the golf ball with the CBs than you are the pros. But this is definitely an iron set that you need to go down to, aka UK Golf Academy, and get fit for and hit both of them, because you might surprise yourself. You might come in thinking you need the pros and go over the CBs, or vice versa. If you've enjoyed this review/rant, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We've got plenty of these coming over the winter. All of the new club releases are coming to UK Golf Academy. We will be reviewing every single one of them, hopefully not ranting about every single one of them. I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to our channel, and we will see you all in the next one. Adios.